The third extension, this is the final one we're going to talk about, and this is probably the most surprising of them all. Because we all knew that Luka Doncic and Mikal Bridges were going to get extensions. This one potentially had the chance, considering what happened, though, over the past, few months. I'm a little surprised. So we'll put the tweet on the screen right now, saying, breaking, San Antonio Spurs star De'Aaron Fox has agreed to a 4-year, $229 million max contract extension with the franchise. This max deal secures Fox's future in San Antonio's through the 2029-30 season.
Yeah.
So, Antoine, I know you were visibly shocked by this move.
Yeah.
What is just your pure, unadulterated thoughts?
Did this happen yesterday?
This happened on August 4th, so 2 days ago at the time we're recording.
Yeah.
We're recording this on Wednesday. This came out on Friday, so it came out on Monday.
Oof. Yeah, I'm just... Because, I didn't think he was going to resign. Was he a free agent after this year?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I would say before drafting Dylan Harper was going to happen. Drafting Dylan Harper really doesn't make that much sense. But at the end of the day, you have one of the best point guards in the league on your team in his prime. You have an embarrassment of riches in the backcourt with Harper, Stephon, and now him. Of course, I think after that 4-year contract for De'Aaron Fox, this one, I think it's going to be... At that time, you're going to need to be paying Dylan Harper his first extension. So I think right now, even with Stephon Castle, he's going to be a year ahead of him. But again, you shed that money off at the end. You pay it to Dylan Harper after that. After this deal concludes, I think it's fine. You've rely on De'Aaron Fox for these next 4 years. You pass the torch to Dylan Harper right after. I'm sure Harper's going to get more time as it goes on in his rookie deal. Rookie deal. Same thing as Stephon Castle. So, again, I don't think there's nothing you could do here wrong because, you did trade for him. You have someone that's well-known around the league that could do the work that you need for your starting five and for your backcourt and help your young guys improve. Same with Chris Paul, but Chris Paul, of course, was a lot older last year compared to now.
Yeah.
So, I think, again, similar to Mikal, surprising, but I think at the end of the day it had to get done because, again, you gave up assets, even though it wasn't a bunch of assets to Sacramento because it's Sacramento. And they don't know how to work trades or anything related to that. So I don't see any lose here for them. I think he's there for the next 4 years, like I said with Mikal. And then you move forward with what you have going for the future. And you see if you can build this team around him right now and what you have. And who knows, maybe Dylan Harper does not work out for them. And they have to move on. You still have De'Aaron Fox in the back of your wing with Stephon Castle. Because we know Stephon worked out in the first year. We're still waiting for Dylan Harper. We don't know because, listen, that Rutgers team this year was pretty bad in college. But college, again, doesn't always translate to NBA. Dylan Harper was the best player on that team. Ace Bailey's more of the question mark. That's for Utah to worry about.
Right.
But for the other guys San Antonio got, I don't think no worry for them. Harper is going to turn out hopefully well for what they did for the second overall pick. And then you just move on with De'Aaron Fox. He'll probably go into another team at the end of his career and move forward with his life. But I think it's all around good, just business for them. I think Gio would say the same thing probably.
I'm on that same boat, sort of.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that I don't know why they got Fox to begin with. I wasn't a big fan
Well, don't
of that.
forget, it was because they needed a point guard.
They didn't. They didn't know they were getting the second pick in the draft.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, you're right.
And he wanted to go to San Antonio. That was the only option he wanted to go to on his list.
I see. So I can't play Monday morning quarterback or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. They have, like you said, what'd you call it? Like a embarrassing amount of...
Embarrassment of riches.
I like that term. Pretty cool term. They have an embarrassment of riches at point guard. And so, yeah, I mean, I guess he got what he deserved in his money. So, yeah.
All right, looks like I'm the one that disagrees here.
What do you got to say?
Oh, my Lord. First of all, this is one of the fattest overpays I think I've ever seen in my life.
You think so?
He's making $57.5 million a year for
You don't think he deserves it?
for 23 points a game. He's making the same amount of money per year as Finals MVP Jaylen Brown.
Wow.
That's insane.
You know, when you put it into perspective like that, I think I sort of agree with you on that.
It's nuts. Like, do the Spurs know they have to pay Wemby, Castle, and Harper in the next 4 years? Are they aware of that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Do they know the trap they got themselves into Remember, we've had our question marks with De'Aaron Fox. Is he a winning player? I don't think he is.
You don't think so?
No. And it looks like he's going to be in the same situation he was in Sacramento, where they draft a hyper-talented point guard, and he's going to wind up getting traded away because he wants to stay in one specific place. They could have easily traded him to the Pacers for Sabonis and ran that with Halliburton. And now you have Dylan Harper or Stephon Castle. They're going to have to choose between one of them now.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're not going to trade him.
I think they were always going to be in that situation where they're going to choose between one of those two guys.
Are you sure about that? Because
think so.
I mean, put it this way, right? In 5 years, you could have had all three of them: Castle, Harper, and Wembanyama, along with whatever young players you had, like Vassell, Sohan, whoever. This team was looking so much like the Thunder, except everyone was organically drafted. The Thunder traded for their best player. Fox is nowhere near their best player, and he's a lot older than everyone else, and he's eating up the cap. I don't know what their plan is now moving forward. I mean, shout out to De'Aaron Fox. Insane amount of money. But this is going to quickly be one of the worst contracts in the NBA.
I mean, well, the crazy thing, it is unfortunate that they got the second overall pick.
Yeah.
Yet again, they could have selected somebody else. They had VJ Edgecombe there. They didn't do it, though. So you can blame San Antonio for that if they didn't want to draft another point guard.
Well, it's still the same redundant piece because him and Castle do the same thing.
Exactly.
I know, but after VJ, Canepa was a massive drop for what you're getting in Harper and Edgecombe. Canepa was phenomenal, but for what Dylan Harper and VJ Edgecombe are promised to do in the NBA, it's a massive step up.
For sure.
Yeah.
So you can't pass up on that just because you have Stephon Castle and De'Aaron Fox. Like you got to you got to pick who's there available because that's how you lose your job. Right. If Dylan Harper turns out to be a perennial all-star, first all-team guy on another West team, the GM for the San Antonio Spurs is running out of town for that.
Right.
Or VJ Edgecombe, same thing. Listen, I mean, they probably, it's tough because you can't trade Fox after you just acquired him.
Yeah.
They could have done that, but it's just rough. It's a rough situation, but it's a good situation because, like I said, an embarrassment at riches is not something to frown upon because teams would love to have that. But it's just getting the playing time for those guys because you don't want to develop a situation with Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle like Portland has with Scoot Henderson.
Why they traded Simons.
Yeah, that's a big problem because Scoot was third overall pick, recent drafts. We have not seen any development at all because that backcourt in Portland was so cluttered. Now you bring Drew Holiday in, he's going to help balance that out. Anthony's gone, Shaden Sharp's healthier now. We could see that. Hopefully it doesn't happen because Harper and I think Stephon are a lot more talented than Scoot is. But not to front on Scoot because I think Scoot's going to be phenomenal regardless. But yeah, you don't want that again because we don't want to be talking about that again with San Antonio, especially because they're supposed to be a playoff team.
Right.
And if you're ruining one or the other top picks, it could not turn out well. They could want to request out. You never know. Players have a lot of pull in sports for what they want.
Yeah, in the NBA, we're in the player empowerment era. And, I mean, Gio, it seems to me like I don't necessarily think it's the fit with De'Aaron Fox. I think it's the cap. Because, I mean, 57 a year is insane.
Yeah.
Like, how are they going to make this work? Like, put yourself in R.C. Buford's shoes. How do you attack this roster going forward? Let me pull up their payroll right now. Let me tell you, like, who's up for grabs as far as, like, who's eligible for contract extensions and stuff.
Right.
Victor Wembanyama, you're going to have to pay next summer.
That's massive.
That we know. And he's going to get a fat contract, at least $250.
Yeah.
Looking at a 5-year deal for him. Dylan Harper, he's got another few years. Obviously, he just got drafted. Stephon Castle, if they don't pick up that 4th-year option, they also could extend him next season. If not, they'll extend him the year afterwards. But, and, you know, they got other promising young pieces. They drafted Carter Bryant. He could get playing time. Keldon Johnson's got 2 years left on his deal. Kelly Olynyk's on an expiring contract. Sohan's on an expiring contract. Like, what do they do?
I don't care as much as Sohan and those other guys, but it seems to me like the important players, or the important pieces of this team, have another 2 years to go. So I think you just wait it out, and then you get there when you get there. Obviously, planning ahead is important.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, who knows how good these players are going to be in another 2 years, right? Maybe some players' value goes up, goes down.
Right.
We don't know.
Well, also, Tyler said it was an overpay. Look how much they gave Luke Cornett. Like, you
Luke
know,
Cornett's
That's
on a-
different.
Yeah, but it's different in the sense of he got the full MLE where De'Aaron Fox got like Jaylen Brown's contract was at the time the highest paid contract, and now Fox is making similar money. It's
crazy.
Fox has played in one playoff round. Jaylen Brown is a conference finals and finals MVP. Like
Yeah.
he's made to the
proven.
top. He's proven. He's done it. Like perennial all-star. Not that Fox isn't, but like, you have generational talent on this team. And now I think only him and Vassell are the only two locked in for the next 4 years minimum.
well, yeah. I mean, also, like I brought up the Scoot situation. Let's go back to Sacramento. They had Fox and Hallie drafted 2 point guards. Both of them are now out of town because.
That's what I said before, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The same thing's going to happen with Harper or Stephon Castle because
Yeah.
they could wind up trading Fox easily, but if he wants to stay,
Say.
the other two are going to be expendable, collateral, whatever verbiage you want to use.
Is it
for
up to
that.
him whether or not he stays or not? They can
That-
trade him.
I mean, that's up to the front office,
Right.
but my indication is telling me that if they did this, they want to keep him.
Yeah, he's around.
Sure.
He's someone that works well with Victor Wembanyama, but when you have these young assets that, they're not just any run-of-the-mill rookies. Like
No.
you don't put them in the same category as like even a Tyrese Maxey. Like these guys are more like Maxey was the 20th overall pick. Stephon Castle was a top 4 pick and rookie of the year. Dylan Harper was the 2nd overall pick. So it's like this is different.
Yeah.
You're so fortunate enough. I think everyone outside of Harrison Barnes in that starting 5 was a top 5 draft pick.
Wow.
It's insane.
Also,
Talent.
listen, if Cooper Flag's not in his draft class, Harper's going number 1.
For sure.
Exactly. And then you get
So-
VJ Edgecombe, and he's the same thing as Stephon
Listen,
Castle.
You know.
Because Cooper Flag reclassified. So
Yeah.
it's very it's murky. That's kind of how I'll describe
It is.
the situation San Antonio's in. I think this is the first mistake they've made since they started tanking right before COVID happened.
Throwing it at Mitch Johnson in his first year too is a rough task for a new head coach as well. And you want to try to get Mitch the best he can do. And he has great players, but if he has a situation like that doesn't work out well, Mitch could get into some serious issues with that.
I mean, to be honest, the Spurs aren't that hard-nosed with coaches.
Yeah.
I think they'll give him the time he needs. And plus, they are still rebuilding, retooling. So
Yeah.
the Spurs, could they make the playoffs this year? Absolutely. Do I expect them to be serious contenders for the next 3 years? No, I really don't.
Yeah.
I think because right now the West is so stacked, you put the likes of OKC, Denver, and Houston alone, they'll delete them in 4 games in a playoff
exactly.
series. Even like maybe Wemby gets you a game or two, but I just don't really see them going far. I think they should take the time to, develop Wemby. Don't rush this. This is a once-in-a-generation player. Wait till
Yeah.
he gets to his prime. And it seems that with Fox in the building and now that he's paid all this money, I don't know. I'm left confused, unsure about what direction they necessarily want to go in. I mean, do you think it's going to work out?
We have to wait for the season.
I
We have to
hope.
see how-
Well,
Well, obviously,
it's on the court.
we'll wait. But what do you think?
I think it works out. I don't think it's an issue.
What specifically?
I mean, do you think long term they're going to be
Long-term,
able to manage everything like this? Do you think they'll win a championship out of this
Oh,
with
well,
Fox on the roster?
I think there's so much with Fox on the roster. I don't know, but I think Wemby's too talented to say right now that they
Yeah.
can't. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
It's just a matter of, I guess it's really more of a question of what happens with Castle and Harper.
yeah,
Because they went
Yeah.
through all this trouble to hold them out of trade talks.
yeah,
And basically, you just gave an extension to the guy that's essentially taking their money.
right.
So it's tough.